like 16 American.
For a 4-pack or a 6-pack?
For a 12-pack of those tiny ass Trulies.
They're like Red Bull cans.
Yeah, they're like these size. And we're live, guys. Welcome to the show, everybody. I don't know if this sounds good. You guys will have to let me know. I'm trying something different. It's all jerry-rigged, and it looks like I smoked some Breaking Bad on my laptop right now, so you guys will have to let me know in the chat. And as you see, we got 2 new guests. They've never been here before. We got Dale, a.k.a. Malfoy, and then Shannon, the Take Begins. Welcome, guys.
Good to be here.
G'day, gang. Thank you for having us.
And so, if you guys didn't know, they're over in Australia. What area are you guys in? Victoria, right?
Yeah, both from like southeastern Victoria.
Nice.
Yep.
So, anyways.
Currently not on fire where we are.
Didn't it start raining over there or something? You guys are supposed to get some relief from that stuff?
Yeah, we're all good now. I
Nice.
think there's still like New South Wales and some other states that are bad, but we're alright.
So, we'll go ahead and hit it off with the buffet. Glenn, we'll start with you, bro. What you got?
I'm rocking what I like to call the Amigos special. I've got Capstone with Freestones and the Topside Duel with churros and ice cream from 1UP.
Nice.
Tasty.
Let's go ahead and, is that what you got a second setup tonight?
Not tonight.
Oh,
Right
shit.
now. Flip by it.
All right, let's prepare for a $50,000 setup. Shannon, what do you got, bro?
Slam piece, money shot. Governor with a silencer. Pandora and Fatality. Freestone coils.
Nice.
And an Elf Under Light with a goon.
Nice. Not too bad. So what you got, Dale? Oh, wait, what do you want me? Would you prefer Dale or Malfoy? I should have asked before the show.
Either. It doesn't matter. Vindicator with an Asgard, with Hunting Clouds, Sour Blackberry. Vindicator with a Goon, with Hunting Clouds, Watermelon Cooler. Bantam Box with a Haku Zeta in it, with brewed milk and coffee. And that's it. Da Vinci IQ with Australian weed.
What strain, then? What strain you got? Something fancy?
Nah, there's no fancy strains or anything here, man. I couldn't even tell you the name of it. We didn't get that shit.
Well,
I wish we did.
shit. Because you guys are still, it's not legal out there unless medical, right?
It's very minimal medical. It's barely even medical over here at the moment.
Yeah.
It's still completely criminalized. It's still a Schedule 1 drug, essentially, over here.
It's crazy how they do that. Especially because, it's just fucking plant. But they did that out here with the medical first. And then it was funny, though, the difference in, like, the cultures. Because with you guys, like you said, it's very strict. Out here in Las Vegas, when it was medical, you could drive down any road and see 10 billboards for a doctor that literally says, I'll write you a prescription for weed. Come see me.
Shit.
It's the dream. When I finally get to sleep at night, that's legitimately what is in my dreams.
Hopefully soon, but we'll see. Maybe that'll use it to repopulate all the burn lands. That's a good idea, dude. Bring that up at a town hall.
Yeah, grows quick.
Yeah. You can make some.
Australia's pretty backwards as a country with a lot of their laws, so.
I know a couple guys, not personally, but when I served overseas, I hung out with them and stuff, and they wanted to come to the States a lot more than they wanted to go back home. But that's probably because of illegal weed.
Yeah, I think Canada seems like a good place to me right now.
Yeah. It's fucking countrywide.
Steven Sard, how do I like the Zeta? The Zeta's amazing, man. It's probably it is my all-day vape at the moment. I would recommend if you can get your hands on one.
Don't get a Bantam box.
Get a billet, get a Bantam.
Billet boxes.
Do what you got to do.
Skip both of them.
Alright, I forgot to do my buffet. I got this thing. I don't remember what it's called, but it's a fucking mech, and it's a parrot. It's like desiring someone else, and there's a dang with some breeze tones in there. And then my all day is the goat with the top side, because I'm too lazy to fucking install.
What's the where's the fire button on that mech squonk you had?
It's up here on the top, so it's like just upside down basically.
So it's like a detonator button. That's it.
Yeah.
I like those.
It's real easy to
Filipino style.
use. Yeah.
I feel like that was one of those ambitions projects.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that sounds familiar. We got Odyssey in the chat with a DBV3, the MTurk V2, pair of coilology coils at 0.1 ohms and infused tsunami flavor. What does a tsunami taste like? Salt water? Let me know. That's how I imagine it's the beach, you know? That and the family with like 30 kids and like one cooler with 4 sodas in it.
Ooh. Backwards.
Pulling out McDonald's.
Unless it's like a Japanese flavor, like it's sashimi vape or something.
Yeah. Probably something like Shinjin or something. So, Dale, you do streaming and you do game streaming. What's up with that, man? You can tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so I do a weekly stream, couple of nights a week, playing video games on 2 of the nights, and then on the Friday night we do like a mental health orientated chat. Yeah, I'm pretty much out of work and out of commission at the moment due to my mental health. So yeah, I do a Friday night kind of podcast format centered around that. So if there's anyone keen in getting in on a mental health chat, jump in there on a Friday night. I don't know what night that'll be for you guys. Maybe like Thursday through the day or something.
Probably Thursday afternoon, I believe.
Yeah.
But I just made you a mod too, so if you want to drop any links, man, in the chat, you can.
Oh man, cheers, mate. Yeah, I'll do that.
Speaking of which, we need to try and figure out how we can get the gaming thing put together, like maybe once a month, twice a month.
Yeah, he was actually telling me about that before the stream, and he was gonna tell us a little bit about how to get into it a little bit easier and how to set up our stuff.
Yeah, we can get it happening pretty easy, especially if you guys are console players. All you need is a capture card, and the PC that you're on right now will be enough to kind of stream whatever you're playing. But yeah, we can get that sorted easy. No dramas.
Yeah. All I usually do is play Grand Theft Auto and pick on people that just join the game, so I don't know how
Yeah,
much...
you sound like you're a bit of a griefer, which is usually good stream content, so that'll work well.
The rocket bike on that game, and then like I just come in and I listen to like old school like Aerosmith or something with pianos, and I just fly in listening to that, or Lana Del Rey, you know, blowing up kids, and you can hear it in the chat, and you hear them like screaming at me, and I get hate mail of them like calling me like bad words, and then I report them and they get banned for a week.
You're like one step away from getting your own account banned by the sounds of it.
Yeah, I got that earlier this year. It was like the first of the year. I got a report. I'm on my second strike. One more and I'm done. So, on a profile I've had for like 8 years, so that'll be fun to rebuild.
Keep pushing, mate. Keep pushing.
So do you game too, Shannon? Right? You always play games, right? What are you currently getting into? I think you're muted, bro.
He's definitely muted himself.
Oh. Yeah, at the moment I'm playing Final Fantasy and Modern Warfare. But just quickly, Johnny Deathhead's just joined the chat, the new subscriber, I think, and he makes some fucking amazing coils. He's in the US, so if you want like crazy coils, hit him up.
Nice.
It's truth. He does like those artesian, like crazy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, the craziest I ever got was installing a pair of aliens, and I fucked them up, and I irked them. That's why I stick with the goat heads, or I just have the guys at work put it on my coils.
Wait, so you, being in the vape industry like you are, and kind of around for as long as you have, you don't install your own coils?
No, I've been in it for about 2 years, and I started out when I first started working, and I was doing like social media stuff. I was still a smoker, and then I switched over while working there, And then, so I'm still a noob with it. Like, for the longest time, I was still using smock tanks and shit. I was definitely, like, that guy that just walked into a vape shop, on his first day and just went and bought, orange and yellow fucking smock kit with an Asmodus and was walking around with the big tank on it thinking I was cool. And then I got tired of paying for coils that leaked all over the place. So,
Rocking the baby base.
Yeah. Because only 2 out of 3 worked in every pack, and as if you're lucky.
Hey, there are some good tanks out there, like that Falcon series.
Yeah. I haven't been able to fuck with any tanks outside of like the Chinese ones. I kind of gave up on them. I did try like the Wake Mod one, but it was alright. It was decent, but the glass on that thing broke every time I tried to take it apart. So I ended up just getting mad and throwing it in the trash. Not that it, maybe I'm just retarded. I don't know.
It sounds like that might be the case.
I got that gorilla thumb, It's over there breaking shit. So Glenn, I saw.
Fatality.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say fatality. Best of both worlds.
There you go. Was that the RDTA, right? Or RTA?
Yeah. RTA or yeah. I don't know the difference. RDTA, RTA.
Dude,
it's a rebuildable tank.
Yeah. I saw that you brought Bratz Brew Detective back in the action today. Glenn, what's up? You bringing that back or what?
Oh, dude, I've been letting it sit dormant and haven't done anything with it until a bunch of coffee meme accounts started like following me and tagging me and shit. So I just like had to be like, well, I'm not one of you. And sure enough, they're just like, no, you are.
That's cool. Coffee community stuff. If you guys don't know, Batch Brew Detective on Instagram. Glenn runs that page. He's also like a coffee artisan. I don't know if that's the right word for it.
I think they call it a barista.
If I was a coffee professional. But no, I'm just an enthusiast.
What, have you got like crazy cold drip setups and shit at home?
I've just got a couple of pour overs, an espresso machine, and an AeroPress.
What do you think of the AeroPress? I did the AeroPress for a while.
Honestly, I'm still kind of finding where I fit with it, because it's so finicky, and if you grind just like 1 micron too small, you're done for. Have a shit brew.
Man, you guys know, I don't know. I can't even do a regular coffee maker.
Yeah, I noticed Europeans really love them.
Yeah, they're big over here for like the artesian coffee kind of scene over here. They're pretty big. I don't mind it. You're right about the ground thing. It's got to be at a perfect consistency for it to work properly.
Yeah, I love reading some of the recipes that are published after competitions, and I'm just like, how the fuck do you think of this?
Is there a baking coffee yet? I just want to wait for that one.
I think a company here in the U.S., Bones Coffee, did a bacon maple coffee.
Oh, that's probably well.
For some reason, I think that would be disgusting. So I want to try it. Like it sounds so wrong. But I'm like, I need to try that.
We got a pet dog CBD in the shop, and it was bacon flavored, and I got some for my dogs, and I was like, I gotta try it, see if it tastes like bacon, and it tasted like dirty ground water, so like, maybe not, I don't know. But my joints felt great, and I could bark real loud. So later on, we're gonna do a giveaway with the X Mini. I mean, y'all can choose a color. I thought the white one would look cool.
Hell yeah.
But you'll need a sleeve for the battery thing. I don't have that to give away, but we'll do that a little bit later. So, Dale, you said you wanted to get into some topics. What you got, man? Let's get weird.
Man, I don't know what's legal on YouTube or not.
Well, I say ass and shit and fuck a lot, so I mean, it's a good start.
I guess as I was saying before we started the stream, there's been this thing that's been confusing me lately, and I don't mean it in a derogatory way whatsoever towards this community, but I'm trying to figure out for myself whether or not I think that being transgender is a mental health issue, or whether it's I guess just a normal existence without it being a mental health issue. To me, I slightly lean towards it being maybe a mental health issue, and I'd say issue in the like non-derogatory sense. But I don't see it as normal to be denying your biological makeup like that. So it has to lead to some form of mental health issue for me. I don't know if I'm throwing us too much in the deep end there, but that's just my thoughts.
Yeah.
So personally, I don't know. Go ahead. You go first, man. I need.
I was just gonna say, well, I would say kind of mental health issue as like it's body dysphoria.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
So
Yeah.
it would come under that terminology, but well, it is because it is purely mental because it's all it is mind telling you like no, you're not this person. So it would come under body dysphoria, but to cure it would be to actually fix the problem, like.
So does that mean that you put it in the same realms as like anorexia or any other form of body dysmorphia, or is it separate to those and something that we should pay more respect to because it's I don't know, an entire kind of life-changing choice? Like if you look at the suicide rate from people that are like post-transition that basically like have gone back on their decision and decided it's not what they wanted after they've had gender reassignment surgery, the suicide rate is massive for them. So to me, that points out that there might be like an issue there allowing people to transition like that when really they have mental instability or something else going on.
Yeah, suicide. If you look at the suicide rate, like pre-transition, would also be just as high. So it's something.
It is, yeah, it is really high.
It's,
but that points out like an overall issue to me because like I'm someone who lives with mental health issues on a daily basis, and know the weird thought spirals I can get into with that shit, and not that I kind of align mine with theirs, but I see how there could be similarities in the kind of mental conflict that goes on there. So doesn't that mean that it's an overall mental health issue rather than just a lifestyle choice?
I think, sorry. Go ahead.
no, you go. Sorry.
So I think it would definitely depend, and like I want to throw a disclaimer out there. Obviously, none of us are doctors or educated in psychiatric fields. At least, so take opinions with a grain of salt on this one.
If anything, we're the opposite.
But I don't know. As far as like the mental health issue thing goes, I don't think I have enough experience to speak on that aspect. But I will say is that there's a lot of things out there that can affect mental health, make people do things, especially in subcultures, because those numbers probably won't be as big as something like transgender stuff. But if someone can go around and feel comfortable saying that they're a cat and get like their eyeballs tattooed and put in like claws in their skin and do all that shit. If you feel happy, you feel happy. And it sucks that they get persecuted for the fact they feel like they have to take their life for the choices they made, or if they change their mind after the fact. But I think that's an experience that they'd have to learn so they know better. But then again, you get the suicide rate, and then how do we help out with that?
Yeah, I guess that's that's where my big concern comes into it, because I feel like it's almost being encouraged in this like open kind of I guess leftist swing that we have right now. Like there's kids going through hormone therapy before they're even able to know what the difference between being a man and a woman is, and all kinds of kind of like detrimental stuff that goes on with the encouragement behind that. Whereas like when I was a kid, I'm sure at some point I wore a princess dress, but I know that I am a male, and if my mother or parents had been in a different position back then, or it had been this day and age, they might have felt more pushed or encouraged to encourage that behavior in me and create it as a norm. which would lead me into being a transgender child, and that's a massive thing these days as well. So yeah, I guess I'm just concerned personally about where it's leading.
Just to hit on the point that you brought up about like the parent thing, and stuff like that. There, like you said, when you're a kid, maybe you wore a dress or a wig or something, goofed off, and whatever. And then if it comes to the point of where you think that the parents pressured someone into thinking like that, then I do think that that's wrong because a young mind is malleable and you can actually do a lot of damage early on without realizing it. But if you were, say, Dale's running around at 7 years old and he loves nail polish and doing that stuff and starts wearing the wigs and stuff, you kind of gotta let people choose who they want to be and what they want to be. You like what you like, I think, to a certain aspect, and you don't really have a choice on some stuff. But then again, you can say that to people that murder people, and it doesn't make it okay. Not saying that I don't believe that being transgender is not okay. I think it's be whoever the fuck you want to be.
I don't think it's not okay either. I was the kid who walked around high school with a mohawk, wearing fucking eyeliner and shit. Like, be who you want to be. In my books, I'm all for it. But yeah, I'm concerned about the encouragement behind things that go against biology and what we are as human beings, which cause mental health issues like that.
I definitely think that influences can have a huge aspect on that, especially like if it's forced on you upon parents and stuff like that. And if you're lucky enough to have adults around you that let you experience things and teach you along the way to keep you not from hurting yourself, but making choices to find who you are, that's the path that that's the dream. But you can't say that's everybody's experience.
I think large part of it, like hormone therapy, really shouldn't start till you're 18, age of consent. But the suicide rates, like I watched a couple of transgender YouTubers, I can't think of the name. Like you've got Blair White and I can't think of the other one. But Blair White hasn't actually gone through transition therapy. Well, transition surgery, not therapy. The other one I watch has, and as she said, it's a case of it doesn't change anything. Like, you go into the surgery, and a lot of people believe that this will be the actual fix that's going to change my life and make everything better. But you come out of the surgery, and it's like, all right, I got the chop, and I still feel the same way I did before. I've still got that dysphoria. Changing your genitals is not going to change your mindset. It can help, but it's not going to change your actual mental view of your body. And so that there would probably, I think, lead to a lot of the actual, be a cause for the actual suicide rate, because it's what you thought was going to be the fix didn't do it.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
No, it does make sense, but I know it's not comparative to mental thinking or nothing like that, but maybe in some aspects it should be. You can do a lot of things that you think will change your life that won't after the fact, you know what I mean? You put a lot of faith in things around you and expecting something else to make a change, and then you're not making the change yourself that you want to be. And as far as it goes with sexuality, man, that's a tough one to hit because you can't just turn a switch on and off to a degree in your head, so you believe what you want to believe. So if you're doing it with the intent to think that the surgery is probably going to change you and turn you into a whole different person, I don't think that's the right way to do it personally. But if you feel like that's who you are and that's who you want to be, then go through with it. But you can go and spend $50,000 on a sports car through your midlife crisis after your wife left you and regret it for the rest of your life. And you see a lot of those guys stick a gun in their mouth and do that.
Yeah, that's true.
I think that the medical industry is really highly responsible in this thing, because they'll so readily do these hormone therapies and reassignments without putting these patients through group therapy and one-on-one counseling. That should be something that has to be years before you even start hormone therapy.
Yeah, 100%. That's basically my take on it. It's something that should take longer than one visit to a psych to decide whether you want to have your fucking dick and balls cut off. That's a massive life-changing move to make, and I'm covered in tattoos and have my ears stretched and things that I'll never be able to change about me, but it's not in the same realm as you not producing testosterone anymore and living with the changes that come with that. So I think it needs to be way more heavily vetted than what it is now.
Well, as Johnny as Johnny Depp had just said in the chat, it does seem to be trendy, and as Vapor Odyssey was saying, his daughter in middle school, her classmates think being gay or transgender is the cool thing to do. Which
it's almost being promoted these days as like a positive thing to be doing, and not that it's not positive. If that's actually what you want to do, and you've spent years making that decision, then go for it. I have no issue with that at all. But the fact that it's being pushed so much in the left-wing media and everything else these days as a beneficial thing or a positive thing to be doing, I just don't think has a positive effect.
Don't follow through on things you don't really believe in. And I think that's one aspect that we got to remember too, is a lot of the media stuff you see is what at a certain degree you choose to see, and at another degree what they're making you see. And so you'll see a lot of this stuff floating around. So if it's, something that's small and tiny, it could get blown up into something big. But then again, don't influence children with their sexuality because they're kids, and they'll figure that out later.
Jangles has raised a good point. Could it be considered a fad? Is it a fad? Like the amount of people that are now doing it, where it's becoming open and it's something that can be discussed and talked about, where 20 years ago it was just like it was.
I don't know if I'd call it a fad, but a common culture subject.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd call it a socio-political swing. You see this thing every 4 to 8 years where it'll swing back and forth to be far more conservative and against that stuff, and then back to being completely kind of liberal and open about that stuff. So I think it's just a natural swing that social politics has been taking for a while now, and now the kind of open leftist swing has swung so far to the extreme that we're pushing and promoting stuff like this that maybe shouldn't be promoted the way it is.
Well, it's a sad thing that also people don't realize, especially if you're in that community, that they're using their sexuality as a speaking point. Sure, if you're going to fight for rights and stuff like that, that's great. But they're using a lot of it now, and a lot of the heavier left stuff too. They're using the popularity of your sexuality to extort your votes out of users that have their hearts on their sleeves.
Yeah, it's almost become like a pedestal to stand on now, that if you are transgender, transsexual, whatever kind of spectrum you're going in, has become such a beneficial thing that you gain a platform also almost from just being part of that community now. So it's become a really beneficial thing for people that want to have a voice to be promoting that stuff.
And, coming from that side, I couldn't speak for those people, but then again, with a lot of things, with vaping, we can, it's a obscure comparison, but you got to take everything with a grain of salt and find the silver lining. These people may be exploiting them, but maybe some people in the community feel like it's bringing it to the main stage. I don't know.
Yeah, and it is something that in the past has been viewed far too negatively. So I understand wanting to have a voice in that realm and wanting to speak up for the rights of that community or those people, but it's just how far to that extent do we take it, and how far is beneficial for us as a society to take it. I don't think promoting that stuff to children who are unable to make that decision for themselves is a beneficial thing.
Yeah. Especially influencing children with anything. You got to let them make their own choices.
Yeah, it's like religion or anything else. Any form of indoctrination is not beneficial.
Yeah. It gives your kids an obscure point of view on the world, and then when they get into the real world, they got to deal with it. They're not going to know how to.
Shannon just said in the chat, this got way too deep, way too quick.
The bigger picture we have to worry about here is the government is putting chemicals in the water. It's turning the frogs gay.
Fucking no, you gotta watch out for them gay bombs.
Ooh-wee.
Oh, what happened to Vapor's Odyssey? Future message. Spicy.
What's up, Shane Beekman? He just joined the chat. That's my homie right there. He's over there in Australia, where you guys are at as well. That's the day one homie.
Word.
But yeah,
We'll
so
see so many day one homies with it.
Yeah. Well, dude, like, look at it now. You were day one homie. Now you're on the show. And now we're boring people to death because we're awkward in betweens. So, Shannon, what's on your mind, bro?
On my mind, I got nothing at the moment.
Urge.
So, did you get any new purges this week?
This week.
You did. Don't lie to us.
No, yeah, actually, no, they arrived on Monday. Yeah, so yeah, I got a Fallout and a Slim Piece, and a Pandora on Friday.
Nice. Do you have the eerie green one with the rib for her pleasure on it yet? I can't remember what it's called.
Eerie green one.
Just type that into Google. I'm sure it'll pop up.
Which one?
There's 12 of those, bro.
No, I'm being sarcastic. I'll probably pull up some nasty Pornhub.
Oh.
It looks like I can't remember what it's called, and I should remember because I photograph it. And it's the purge, and it slims up in the middle like a Coke bottle, and then it has the indents in it, and it's got the green and red and white Erie on it.
Swerve.
There you go.
Yeah.
I
What?
think that one that looked like a hair like a silencer.
Yeah.
Like a fancy silencer. Yeah.
Oh man. So,
A lot of them.
did you get anything new this week, Glenn, besides the other stuff?
Besides the capstone, no, don't. Actually, no, I take it back. Yesterday, I got an Orion in the mail from Local Bait, and my girlfriend is in the process of trying to get used to it.
Because you said she was quit smoking, yeah?
Word.
Oh man, she's probably hating it right now, huh?
Oh, the coughs.
Oh, man.
Dude, that was the worst
Get her to
part.
push through.
Yeah.
I think that it's gonna be a little bit of a difficult situation for her because right now, I think she's smoking about a half pack a day of Newport Reds.
Oh.
Oh yeah. Rough.
I don't know how people, even when I was a smoker, like, a kid smoked regular cigarettes. It's like fucking smoking a pillow when you're trying to breathe through it. I don't know. Menthols all day. But not anymore.
And
And in the mix.
Say that again, I couldn't hear you.
When I was smoking, I was bouncing back and forth between Marlboro 27s and Camel Crush.
Ugh. They got that little Lysol ball
Yep.
in them.
Tastes like soap.
Yeah, that good old fucking laundry detergent taste. Yeah, actually, you know what, Shannon? Tell us about your ponies.
I don't know what they have to tell.
Well,
I don't know if you want to hear it or if YouTube wants to hear it.
No, I have no idea about anything about ponies. I did have this guy that I served with overseas. All his betting was ponies. That's the only time I've ever seen it.
I've got a lot, like a lot.
So you collected them like Beanie Babies and you're gonna sell them in like 20 years?
He's never
no.
going to sell them. He
No.
loves them too much.
They're I don't know, like how I got into it. I was in a clan in Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, and one of them was a huge brony and was going on about it. We used to all give him shit. He's like, watch the show, like watch it. I'm like, watch one episode. I'm like, so I did, and then it just sort of spiraled out of control, and now I've got hundreds of them.
Man.
That's what the
And a
guy
cutie
told
mark
me.
tattoo.
That's what that guy told me. He said, just watch one show. Watch one show. I never did. Maybe that's why I missed out.
Like,
I don't think that's the reason, man.
I don't know if you can see. I went as far as to actually get a cutie mark tattoo. And I've only got 2 tattoos, which was both on the same wrist. Wife's nickname and a cutie mark. So,
That counts as one tattoo, bro.
well, they were done separately.
Yeah, I feel like getting into My Little Pony is about the same, just in the same realm of kids getting into anime.
Yeah.
Hey.
Oh, we got some anime fans in here?
Dog, I watched Naruto
Where is it? That side.
for years.
Got that baby, Johnny?
Where's your mullet, man? Can't really be without a mullet.
I've only watched one anime, and it was I don't know, Heavy Metal count as anime back in the day.
Heavy
yeah.
Metal's definitely anime, bro. One of the best.
Okay, so I love that one, and then the only other one I watch is King of the Hill ones on Tumblr. So
King of the Hill's not anime.
yeah, but they did it anime style.
It doesn't count, bro.
They blurred out the dick, man. It's all the same.
You're right. Stand corrected.
You want to get into anime? Studio Ghibli. Check out anything from Studio Ghibli, but the movie
Ghibli.
Grave of Fireflies, like that there will change your opinion of anime instantly.
Yeah, Ghibli's this shit.
Whisper of the Heart. Shit.
I am outnumbered.
If there's anyone in the chat right now that has an 18350 pipe mod, I need one. I just got the Kraken from Chris that I won on one of the previous streams. I now need an 18350 pipe mod for it.
Is it
Is
Unicorn
anyone
about
in
to
the
drop
chat
one?
that has one? What?
Is it Unicorn about to drop an 18350 mod?
Ooh. Is it a pipe mod?
I don't think it's a pipe mod.
I
But
want it as a
it'll be a
pipe
bang.
mod so I can do the... Shannon gave me a pipe drip tip, so I need to build a pipe.
Oh man, I wonder if
Probably
that,
find a clone somewhere.
yeah, get some clones or the fucking that hammer mod I had would have worked with that. Yeah. But
Yeah, that hammer would have been beautiful.
I might be able to get another one. We'll see.
There might be one of those smock pipe, like early smock pipe mods somewhere floating around the internet.
Yeah. There's a few around. Limelight do a couple, but they're expensive as fuck.
I would imagine.
Can you get the wood grain on the old smock ones too?
Yep.
Can you put a fucking baby beast tank on it?
Undoubtedly.
EVF 8 coils, man. Tasty.
With 4 watch batteries in it?
Baby beast. It goes with everything.
It can't be as bad as that fucking iWatch mod or whatever. Did you guys ever see that one?
The UL amulet.
Yeah. Oh man.
I had one of those.
You bought one of those? The fuck?
I didn't buy it. I wouldn't spend money on that shit.
Well, you had one, so
I had one. It was given to me. It lasted about 3 seconds, and then it was thrown in the box of all the other shit.
Was it a pod or something? There's a cartridges like.
It's a pod, yeah, in like a watch case that you sit on your wrist. Garbage.
It's like when I wear my Apple Watch, it's like, oh, look at that douchebag. And then when you vape from it, you know how douchey you'd be? That's like douche level 9000.
Imagine like vaping from your wrist as well. You could potentially vape it from your wrist too.
Dude, imagine doing a Batman cosplay, and then when you do the Batman voice, you're blowing out vape. That's actually, you know what? I'm using that.
That's badass. Yeah, I'm gonna keep mine for that.
Oh, man.
Dry hits.
Ooh-wee.
Did I see you lighting up before, Chris? I think I need to. Shane's upset in the chat that we're not getting loose enough, so I think I need to fire up the THC vaporizer.
I had like one hit before I got on here, and I'm just like, hearing myself talk is painful.
Dude, I've never watched a replay. I hate that shit.
Yeah, fuck that.
Fucking,
I tried watching a replay of my stream, and it was cringe city.
I didn't realize how bad I sound like a fucking balloon being rubbed against another balloon when it's half wet, you know? Only one half's wet, so it's like,
Yeah, but it's got like a mild accent, so it's kind of sexually appealing.
It's funny you say that. That's the second time I've got an accent comment this week. I went and got my haircut, and the guy was a Hispanic guy. And he's like, Chris? And I was like, yeah. He's like, oh, dude, I thought you were Hispanic like me until I heard your accent. I was like, I'm white. What accent? Like, pillage your lands accent? I don't know.
I got a question for you, Chris. Your surname obviously isn't actually Vandal.
No.
Is it Hispanic?
No. I have the whitest name in the existence of history. It is Christopher Smith.
I was about to say Smith or Brown.
Yeah, it sounds like I should have conquested some Native Americans a couple hundred years ago.
Your ancestors did, bro.
But like I was saying before the stream, though, I'm pretty sure my mom was banging some brown guy somewhere, so I'm not too sure.
I hear you.
Yeah, there's something going on there, bro. There's
Yeah.
something you don't know about going on there.
I do like to wear tall socks. I don't know.
Yeah, you got tall socks. You got the fucking Chuck headband going on.
The bandana going. El Vandito, you know. I do love tacos. You know, soft
Missing
shell
that,
only.
that button down with just the top button.
It's funny, dude, when I'm here in Vegas, because we have a heavy Hispanic community here, when I walk around and I'm wearing like a flannel, people come up to me and start speaking Spanish, and I'm like, I don't know what's going on, man, I'm sorry. And then when they hear my voice, they're like, oh, and they just walk away. So.
You fucking tricking them, bro.
Like fucking Luigi right now.
It only gets worse from here, guys.
At least your mustache is thick. I've got like wispy pube mustache going on. That's full on Luigi spec.
Dude, this took years. I'm 33 now. It took till I was like probably 28, 29. And it finally kicked in. But wait, you said you were...
I'm 30 now. What the fuck?
You sure
Still
you didn't
just
want
growing pubes from my
You
face.
sure you didn't want that hormone therapy then?
I need to, man. I need testosterone boosters.
When I was in the military, I took a lot of those, so maybe that's why, you know.
That's hard, dude.
I do produce milk.
That's 100% why.
I know this dude that could get a prescription and he's still buying black market testosterone.
Yeah, I bought
Yeah,
this
that shit's
combo
stronger.
pack.
You get the shit from Mexico.
You can't get that overseas, but I bought this combo pack from Russia, and it had no names on the shipping label or nothing. It was pretty good. I was really angry a lot of the time, too, though. I didn't like salads.
I'd take that. I'd take anger if I could grow a better mustache.
So
a
you can
worthy
look like an angry
trade-off.
Italian, you know?
I still can't grow a beard or the shit. Like, I've got this much, but it looks happy.
It's cool, dude. That's why I try to keep my face straight, because if I turn sideways, I look like a cartoon character on a video game.
Yeah, you've got like a glitched out patch in the middle.
Yeah, that's where the 720p kicks in.
That shit's 540, bro.
Man, you're a homie for sure.
8-bit.
Isn't growing a beard part of becoming a vapor?
I mean,
Is
it
it part of
depends on your
becoming a
definition.
vapor or part of becoming a hipster?
It depends on your definition of vapor, man. There's like a million subclasses. You could be the guy with the beard and the Subi, and and the purge hat and the sad boy shirts, or
That's Shen.
The guy with the beard driving the Scooby.
yeah. Or you could be the guy, that has the big headphones and the beanie, or you could be the fat guy that looks like a Mexican. Who knows, man?
The guy with the vinyl collection.
Yeah.
Which one's that? That's me.
That's pretty much everybody at this point. Seems
Yeah,
like.
you're right. Anyone with facial hair.
Nah, man, no vinyls here. I still
No
rock a
vinyl?
Zune.
What are you doing with your life?
I listen to my Zune still, dude. It has 4 songs on it.
All Nickelback, I assume?
One Nickelback, one Metallica from Saint Anger, and then there's Pop Lock and Drop It remix.
One, tell me it's Frantic from Saint Anger, because that's the only good song on that
Oh,
album.
no, I'm being sarcastic. I was just trying to remember the album.
God, that was like the worst album ever.
Dude, I'm one of those weird people who actually likes that album.
I
but
thought it was
Frantic's
good.
pretty much the only good song on it.
There was no good tracks on any Metallica album. Just putting that out there.
Say it again. I couldn't hear you.
I'd say it again, like it's fighting words, but there was no good tracks on any Metallica album.
Black Album, Kill 'Em All. There's plenty of good ones, mate. I'm gonna make you listen to Metallica when I get to your house later.
I will say, though, Whiskey in the Jar, their cover is pretty bitchin'.
Suicide Redemption.
What did Shane said in the chat, I'd suggest the Notion MTL by Times 8. Is that a pipe, Shane? I'll have to check that out. I thought the Notion was just like a little... is the Notion the 18650 or 18350 tube that So how's Vapor doing now?
I think there's like a bunch of people doing 1852s.
I want a pipe though. I want it like side mounted so I can screw this bad boy onto the side and then have a pipe drip tip coming out of it.
It's like some Wild Wild West Will Smith shit right there, man.
Yeah, I just want to be like Westworld fucking vaping on my pipe.
Steampunking it and shit.
I still want to know how the hell they tried to pass off that opening scene as being set in West Virginia
You talking about
in Wild Wild West.
yeah.
It doesn't matter. It's a great movie.
That's the only movie I like Will Smith in. I hate Will Smith. I think
It's
he
got a
sucks.
giant mechanical spider, bro. You can't do any wrong there.
And the guy with the
For
spider
U.S., the Southwest.
Yeah, but they rode the train.
I don't think I've even seen this.
Oh, we're watching that tonight.
It's on Netflix.
Might not be on Netflix Australia. We get a different version of Netflix.
I think it is on Australia as well. I think we're good, mate.
That's all right. I don't have a Netflix account.
Dude,
It's
you gotta
alright.
share with like 8,000 people like everyone else. That's why Netflix never pays taxes in the U.S. because only 4 people have an account and everyone else is sharing.
Didn't they crack down on that at one point? Though they were talking about cracking down on it. I know they were here. So it's like checking IPs, seeing like the fact that you're using it on the other side of the country. It's like,
Yeah, I'm sure if it's like cross country stuff, they'll notice it. But if you use it in like the same city and stuff, I don't think it's popped up because pleading the fifth here. But I think it would happen by now.
If you're using a smart DNS or a good VPN, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
How secure are those VPNs now, especially after that data breach that Nord had here a while back?
Yeah, a lot of them have tightened up heaps.
Yeah, what was that one porno website where dudes cheat on their wives that got all exposed? Ashley Madison or whatever?
Yeah, all those dudes' names got out.
Imagine paying for a bot porn site and then getting busted.
It's like watching My Free Cams and then they send the screenshot straight to your girlfriend. Brutal.
Oh my god. And yeah, Steven started the chat. Check out localvape.com. If you use our code Amigos20, you get 20% off your whole order. Where you can get bitchin' ass Breeze Tones coils. And it's in
You guys
Yeah,
got
my
18350 pipe mods?
No. We're not an antique shop.
I am going to jump on and do an order because I want to try that Rocket Blast you guys all rave on
That's
about.
what I got in here, man. It's delicious.
Yeah, apparently it's the shit. And I love Anarchist juice, so apparently it's pretty close to a few of those flavors.
I usually only vape Anarchist Pink, but this is the only other flavor I can stick with, so I think you'll like it.
I still haven't picked up any of that cookies and custard.
Cookies and custard, I'm not a dessert guy, but it's really good. I don't know how people can do desserts all the time because it's always like someone stuffing a dry cake in your mouth to me. It's like that wedding
Depends
that you
on
go
the
to at the
dessert.
gas station. It's like,
Some custards are like real moist and juicy.
yeah.
Good
So-
pronouns.
So tell us about this custard.
Nan's Place by Juice and Junk.
And it's real
Very
moist.
moist custard.
very moist.
Would you say it crumbles in your mouth, or is it kind of just like pat out?
No, it melts. It melts.
So it's like
it
when you
leaves
pour
like
pancake batter?
it leaves like a milk mustache and like a little bit of like gelatinous goo either side of your lips.
Oh, I don't know if I can handle that. I already get the white spots from talking too much when I got cotton mouth.
It thickens up over time.
Oh, okay, and you can use it like a balm,
Yeah.
like
yeah.
this one.
It'll keep any variation of lip moist and good.
So if I were to apply it, would I do it like with 2 fingers, or I do this with 1?
Both are good, and I'm recording this, so I'm
Oh,
glad.
cool.
Yeah, if you put the bottle of Nan's Place next to a bottle of pineapple juice, it tastes even better.
You got to drink the pineapple juice first.
Yeah, or drink one.
So would you say like 70-30 custard pineapple?
Ooh, probably go 50-50.
Okay.
But you really want to hammer the pineapple juice before you let that creamy custard just.
Just real creamy, right? Like milky.
Ooh, Steven Sard sounds like he's got a good fucking custard going on. Butterscotch, caramel, vanilla. That sounds great.
I haven't seen too many good caramel flavors either.
A good, like, muted caramel with butterscotch and vanilla is the perfect bourbon pairing.
That sounds a bomb. I love caramel.
If you haven't tried it and you want a good custard, Dead Man's Hand.
Is it a good
Vanilla
one?
custard, cheesecake, strawberries,
that
cream,
shit's off the
hazelnut,
chain.
and caramel.
It's expensive juice, but it's worth the price.
Yeah, it's like
Aged in oak barrels and shit.
Yeah,
It's
whiskey
crazy.
aged barrels.
Well, that sounds bomb.
It is amazing.
You Glen on the pipe.
Oh, it's been what, 2 weeks now since you've been out of the army, yeah?
No, a week.
A week, yeah.
No more piss tests. I'll hit one with you just for solidarity, mate. I don't need any more, but I'll do it.
Don't force them. Oh no.
It's gonna get real weird.
We're going deep.
Didn't we already go deep?
Yeah, we did that. That's my bad. We did that.
It's all good. It could always be worse. I could be on here by myself.
I mean, you could also be in drag.
Yeah. You guys, I don't know if you guys seen those ones.
That's better, not worse.
I got my wig over there.
I'll be back.
There's some choice shows, man.
Yeah, I stole it from the lady because it's her Daenerys wig for, like, you know, Game of Thrones or whatever. And I got lipstick all over it somehow.
Nice.
Throw it on. Me and my lady are going to stay at Shannon's place later. I need something to think about while we're in the back room.
I'll grab it. Eventually I'll upgrade to a mullet one. So yeah, I would make Shannon jealous on this bitch.
Oh shit! Print screen that.
The glasses add a little bit of that librarian flair.
Yeah, you got a little bit of that, like, you'd be slightly, like, neurotic, but also very attractive kind of thing going on.
I look
That
like
one
I
girl
go on a
that works
vacation.
at the boba shop.
Say it again.
That one girl that works at the boba shop because she can't do anything else.
Oh shit! Shannon's got the fucking unicorn wig on.
Perfect timing.
Not wait, it's the state of being.
I got no wig to wear. I got a communist China hat I can put on.
I mean, whatever works, you know, just coronavirus it.
These nuggets are gonna be fired.
Oh man, I hate when I touch my glasses. Ugh. So, I don't know if you guys seen it. We have a segment called Tinfoil Hat Time, and I talk about conspiracies that came true that the government did to fuck over people. So
This is what I like.
It's all
Sam
right there.
Tripoli, my man Eddie Bravo.
Welcome. And so I'll throw this up.
Retard. I'm kind of a retard.
And I did add sound to it. You guys won't hear it on the stream, but on the replay you will, so don't even watch it.
Oh, you got like a flying around graphic right now? I can't
It's not
see
flying
it, but-
around. It's just a picture. I photoshopped a picture of Alex Jones in a tinfoil hat, Donald Trump in a tinfoil hat, over the X-Files, The Truth Is Out There, with the Hypnotoad from Futurama up in the corner.
I got an X Files tattoo, bro.
Oh, what?
I love X Files.
Oh, that's where we should have started.
I never even noticed the Hypnotoad in the corner.
Yeah, he was up there. So today's theory, or conspiracy theory, came out true was Operation Mockingbird. The theory was that the CIA was spying on American journalists and controlling the media, kind of like what's going on right now with vaping with politicians. The truth behind it is Operation Mockingbird was a CIA operation that spied on members of Washington Press Corps, in 1963, 72, and 73. They also paid journalists to publish propaganda, which is called fake news. And I totally forgot. I always forget. There we go. And then they also wiretapped civilians, which was against the CIA code. And Kennedy, the president, Kennedy, who was the president, also set the precedent for monitoring civilians. And so basically the media was changed and followed through with plans of attack by the CIA to make you think certain ways and feel certain ways, which is what's happening right now in the vape world. So, tinfoil hat time means maybe think outside the box, don't believe everything you see on the TV, and you're probably getting fucked over by somebody you're paying your taxes to.
Yeah, I mean, all you've really got to look at is the fact that all the media conglomerations are essentially owned by 2 or 3 people, and those people have very, very large political interests and would like to skew the media to their opinion. So obviously, what we see in mass media is not going to be a completely unbiased, free view on what's going on in the world.
So make
Disney's
sure
out with all, man.
everything's being controlled, guys, and it's okay. You're paying for it. Just like this wig.
$6.99 a month, dog.
Oh, man. So we'll go ahead and start with the giveaway. We've had you guys here for just about an hour. Start hitting them X1s in the chat. And we'll give away. I'll let you guys choose the color. The winner can choose the color. We have these Desire X Mini-Me's.
Is that the same? They're the same company who did the Own Boy Rage, yeah?
Yeah, they did these before they did the Rage, and then they did the Rage after. And as far as, I'm not endorsing this company at all. I was able to get these at a very decent price, and that's why I'm giving them away. The mods should work just fine, but I'm not endorsing Desire Design because they're shit people. They steal content from people online and don't give them credit, and then get mad when people call them out on it. But enjoy the mod.
I've never used one of those mods, but I had the Rage, and the Rage wasn't bad.
Yeah, I think the Rage inspired a lot of what you see today with like the squonks and the styles, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
Topside full blows and the other squonker out the water. Hate to say it.
Glenn, you gotta push your mic closer, bruh.
It's a static mic, dog.
There you go.
Bummer. But yeah, like, I still think topside blew every other squonk out of the water.
Yeah.
I've basically just like refused to own a topside because everyone does, and I'm that contrarian fuckhead who doesn't want to own what everyone does. So everyone's rocking like a topside and a profile mesh, and I refuse to own it because everyone does.
Welcome.
But they do look good. The topside jewel is just the same as the Rage, really.
I think the contours are a lot better, but essentially, yeah, it's the same thing.
You know, to have something ridiculous like a triple 21-700 stack and a Colorado. Yeah,
Yeah.
intense.
I feel like
An
I should do that
overpowered
for you.
stack. That's what I want. That overpowered shit seemed good.
I don't know how people can use the stacked mods. Speaking of which,
I like a series vape, man. It's not an everyday vape for me, but I like having it sit on my desk.
yeah, I can't do the wig anymore. It's in my face. Plus, I'm not wearing my makeup.
All right, I'm back.
All right, so while you guys are hitting the X1s in the chat, ID Voca, welcome, bro. Better late than never, and we're going to give away an X mod if you want to jump in on the X1s. But I was drunk. You do have a good excuse. I wanted to show you guys. I posted on Instagram and Facebook earlier. And this box is getting heavy. This is the box of all the stuff we're going to give away. I was able to come into some Anarchist V2 fucking tubes, and I know... Let me find it, because I know you guys are in love with it. The pink one.
Ooh.
Ooh. Shannon and I will fight to the death over that.
18650 or 2700?
I have no clue.
I think they're 18650. If they're V2, they're 18650.
And I was able to come across a couple of the actually original V1s. Like, let me find it. Sorry for all the clinking sounds. Oh, there's also a camo one.
Ooh.
This is taking forever. I'm stoned. There we go. Oh, no, this is a Chaos. I think you guys will probably know this one, maybe. I got one of these as well, or two of these. I don't know if it's going to focus. It just says Chaos on the bottom. Come on, focus, bro. Anyways, that's what the bottom looks like. I don't know if that'll help. No, cool. My camera is shit. I can't find it. Anyways, we got a bunch of Anarchist mods we're going to give away.
Nice.
And then also some Desire RDAs. I think there's an RDTA in there too. And a couple more Mad mods.
I could believe RDTAs are still a thing. But there's like died out years ago.
That's the thing. I always fuck them up between RTA, RDTA, RTDA, double D's, you know, BBW, all that shit. Dude, it always fucks me up.
There's some that really trip me up, like the Aromomizer, because it's labeled as an RDTA, but it builds and feeds like an RTA.
You mean the Titan?
Like OG Aromomizer up through the Titan and
They call that an RDTA because you can actually take the tank section out altogether and have the build deck just sitting above a juice well in the bottom. So basically RDTA is anything that uses a Genesis style build where there's a tank below the deck that the juice is feeding from where your wicks are fed through to.
That makes.
I too am a scientist. All right, guys, go ahead and stop on the X ones.
I am a professional retard.
I use a fake.
Oh man, the shitpost group is getting kind of dead lately, but it's because everyone's getting fucking removed.
Shitpost group. People get removed.
No, the posts are getting removed on Facebook.
Yeah, the posts are getting taken down 24/7 now.
Oh, really?
Everybody's getting zucked.
Cooking meats. Smoking meats.
Can't wait till every other post on Instagram starts getting taken down.
Yeah, Instagram's going the way of Facebook. It's turning the shit. They're going to server-based programming now, and so before you could keep it on your phone, everything based on there, and just connect to it to connect to everyone else. And now it's kind of like a platform where you got to log in, and it's got to like do like a website shit, and it's just terrible.
Shane said he's getting in on the sword fight. Me, Shane, Shannon for the sword fight over the pink one.
Shane, actually, just shoot me a message after the show. I'll send you one. That's
No,
the
the
Not the
pink
pink
one.
one.
I think the problem with Facebook and Instagram now is that they've merged is really the people that work for them, the Karens with large, flat white, soy, extra hot. We're here, but in a to-go cup.
You forgot the chai, bro.
And the acai.
Kitty char.
All right, let's go ahead and throw these extra ones in.
Shane, did you see the Ambition Mod X Sunbox? I'm not sure which Sunbox you're talking about, Shane. I have seen a few Sunboxes. I've seen the Boro one that they do. I'm not sold on that.
All right, Shannon, you're going to choose the winner. We have the numbers between 1 and 501.
786.
Say it again?
786.
You only have the 501.
Okay. 915. 47.
47. All right. And it is Vapor's Odyssey. Boom.
You.
So,
Congrats.
Yeah, congrats, man.
Rats.
So, Odyssey, you get to choose between one of these 4 colors, put it in the chat, and I'll get that sent out to you on Monday.
Oh, Jangles Vapes an overpowered stack. Jealous, mate. That's good shit.
Crazy shit.
But yeah, Odyssey, so go ahead, shoot me that info. And then, sorry I cut you off, man.
I said not purge pricey, but pricey.
Chan's got enough in his Purge collection to sponsor like 3 African countries on their whole GDP.
So true.
Boom, the blue one. Perfect. I'll put it off to the side. Shoot me your info on Facebook or Instagram because I'll need that. But yeah. So thank you guys for hanging out. We'll come into just about an hour. And we got any closing thoughts, guys? Before we say our goodbyes.
Thanks for having us talk shit on your stream, mate.
Yeah, man. Thank you for being here. Both of you guys. I really appreciate it. And also thank you for creating the shit group. And thanks for coming on the show and mixing it up. We haven't gone on anything like that before, so.
It's always nice to have new guests.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Yeah.
Hope we don't get you blocked on YouTube.
I think I've said and done worse on these, so. And plus, I'm not that popular.
You behaved yourself, Shannon. It's alright.
That is true.
You gotta pay for the extra Snapchat, though, at the premium Snapchat to see the brony ones.
Gotta get on my stream for the premium Snapchat, mate.
Yeah, and then
I think it's
also. Oh, sorry.
10,000 points.
Throw in the links again, man, for your stuff.
Shit. Making me type right now.
You don't have a copy and paste ready?
Nah, man. I'm not organized.
Oh, man. You could just put it on a sticky note and hold it up. That'd be even worse.
No one would be able to read my handwriting.
But all right, Glenn, what you
We'll
got,
have to.
man? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
We'll have to get you boys involved in some games sometime soon as well.
Yeah, we'll have to figure that out. Especially because me and Glenn been talking about it for a while, too.
Yep. Been a hot minute.
Hell yeah, dude.
Thank-
Get down some fork knife.
Fuck.
What's that?
Some good old fork knife. But yeah, go ahead and follow him right there. Wait. What? What's that link? I don't know.
Come at Yoni. Is
Yeah,
there some kind of brony site, Shannon?
I have no idea.
It won't link.
It's not a real site, I don't think. It was meant to be too many ponies.
Too many brony. That's Shannon's personal site.
A secret site.
Hosted from a server inside his house.
It's being ran by AOL discs that came out in 1994 with 4 free hours. I don't know if you guys got that in Australia, but we got them out here. But all right,
Not
guys.
anymore.
Yeah. Glenn, you got anything for us?
No, man. Tonight's been pretty chill through that deep stuff, but that was that was pretty chill.
Yeah. All right, well, we'll let you enjoy your food. I know you got your Wendy's delivered, so. Mowgli, yeah, it's a good show, man. It's a little different. Ruby Johnson, sorry we're about to get off, but the replay will be up. Otherwise, we should be back on Monday with me and Legion and Breeze Tones, and we'll have the Monday Amigos. Thank you both so much for coming on. I really appreciate it.
Thanks for having us, mate.
Thanks for having us. But
Yeah.
Mowgli and Ruby, just when you watch the replay, you can still X1 for the competition. Just get on that.
Yeah, and we'll be giving away a bunch of stuff over the next. You guys weren't here for it, but I got a whole box full of shit. So we're gonna have giveaways every week for like the next 2 years. So we'll always be doing it. But yeah, otherwise, Local Vape, you can get localvape.com, Amigos 20, get 20% off your whole order. Where you can get Breeze Tones coils, which are handmade in Adelaide, Australia, and I endorse those. Anyways, you guys have a great night, and we'll see you next time.
Have a good night, everyone.
Catch you, everyone.